Alright, we're back. So you guys head into the docking bay of the Star Destroyer Reliant. As you enter, I mean it's not like a full-on contingent of stormtroopers like there would be like when you see Darth Vader arrive or anything like that, but there is definitely like a couple squads out there, um, all like at attention and waiting for the ship to come down. And as you settle down the ship, um, the crewman comes up from the turret and he's like, I thought we were getting out of here. We're inside the ship. Do I need to go back
Yeah,
down and get
well,
on the gun again? I can take out some of those guys.
no, 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 no. We're
I thought you were here to
we're
save us.
you guys want? Are you wanted?
I just need to get out of here. Two of my crewmates are dead. A
We're,
ship
we're,
attacked us. I just want out.
yeah. There's two ships that attacked us, and these guys are here to, provide order and all that jazz, right? So we're gonna hope they do their job, and if
Apparently,
not,
you haven't heard some of the stories about the Empire.
I'm very aware of those stories. I've lived through them myself. But an alliance of convenience. Let's just put it that way.
The crewman looks around. He's like, "Do you have extra blasters somewhere?"
Okay. Um. Hold on a second.
Holding on. You know what? I'm gonna spend my last dark side point. He goes, I see one. Never mind. I got it. I got it. And he tucks it back behind his pants, in his back waistband.
That's not a good idea.
He's looking around a little more frantically. He's like, okay, well,
Okay, I'm just like, hey, 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 just calm down. Okay, we don't need to have that.
yes.
We're okay. Don't do anything foolish. We'll
You want to understand the gravity of this situation, man. We can't just escape a Star Destroyer once we're inside.
if it comes to it, we can. We can. Just uh,
How can we trust this guy?
Which guy? The guy that you're currently with, Gideon, or the crew member that you were
That
with?
we're speaking to? Yeah.
It's the crew member from your ship that you popped his shoulder back in.
Yeah.
He's looking around. He's like, okay, so if I'm not going first, but I'll stack up behind and I'll be right behind you. We'll go out. We'll take him down, and I think we can do this. Stormtroopers, I hear they can't hit anything. He's he's looking. He pulls it out and he checks the clip and smacks it back in. I think this came off one of the Trandoshans.
I just kind of look at him like, hey man, just take it easy, relax, calm down.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hang on a second. I gotta reference something that don't have right in front of me. Shoot, I don't even know how far back it was. Okay.
That's not good. Oh, what you did there. That's not gonna help me.
Okay. So you didn't want to say something to him, despite whatever a decision might be? Because you rolled, so I mean, you said something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can just try to persuade him through a normal persuasion roll to try to get him to just roll with me. Is that cool?
That's fine. That's fine, but roll was made, so you gotta say something, because you did attempt.
Yeah.
You did make an attempt. So despite persuasion roll. Definitely don't have to. Just trying to keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, hey man, just follow my lead, all right?
It's like,
Trust me. I
so
saved
far
I
your
saved
lead
skin.
hasn't gotten us very far.
Like I said, I got you off that ship that was about to be destroyed. We'll be okay.
We can't just lay down and die.
We're not gonna go. We're not. Well, let's hear what they have to say first. All right?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just stay aboard. Stay aboard the ship. I'm gonna disembark and chat with their commander.
Okay.
I've been in the military. I know how these things go. All right. They might recognize that me being a former military man. They might have some respect with me. All right.
I don't like where this is going, but if it's what you think you gotta do,
I
just know.
look at the
If-
cell cats and say, like, are you tracking with what I'm trying to get at? I'm like, can you try to, like, do you agree with me?
Joss, are
me.
you okay with being aboard this ship and
Kind of looking at,
kind of submitting yourself to this army of people? Maybe. Terrible time to lose connection.
User in your channel timed out.
Oh, no.
Alright, we're standing by to see if we have an agreement. It's been a great technical day for us. It's going awesome. Okay, well, things...
User entered your channel.
There we go. It's better.
Hello?
That's
Yep.
helpful.
I apologize.
All
I
right.
apologize. I was listening and then it all cut off. So
Yeah,
that's,
when you don't talk for a while, TeamSpeak likes to just give you the boot.
oh no, I got disconnected.
Yeah, well, it'll time you out if you haven't.
my
That wasn't
internet.
TeamSpeak.
Oh,
His
your
internet
whole
disconnected him.
My internet,
Oh.
yeah.
He DC'd from Roll20 too, so.
Okay.
Okay,
so
either way.
What I missed, like I saw you guys talking about, I missed what.
So he's you're now like docked onto, you've flown into this big hangar bay aboard this giant Imperial ship. Like, it's the scale of what you see there on the screen is
Yeah.
pretty immense
Huge.
towards the ship that you guys are on. And you guys are now inside trying to land, and Gideon's about to head out. Your crewmate that you kind of helped with his medical issue before, he's really antsy. He's grabbed a blaster, he's tucked it away, and he doesn't like the situation at all. How do you feel?
Like, hey, yeah, I'm totally with Gideon. Like, let's go. Like, it's only us three now. You have to, we've been together this whole time. Now you're gonna abandon us? Come on, man. Is there a way I can roll?
Yeah, you can roll a charm check,
Persuade him?
and I'll even give you a boost because he actually really respects you for all the work you did aboard the ship. So add yourself one blue. Oh, well, you were still successful.
So let's just roll with it.
I'm gonna throw a blue out there just because. There we go.
Nice, no threat.
Yeah, so that cancels out your threat. You actually end up with one advantage. But yeah, you succeed in charming him, and he's like, because it's you. Because it's you, I'm gonna listen. I don't believe you would steer me wrong. But you better be right about this.
Alright, you guys just stay on board the ship. I'm gonna try to talk with these guys and reason with their commander and figure out what's going on. I'm like, also, I look at the, I'm like, I start looking at the cellcat. What's your name? I didn't catch it.
Jasa.
Jasa. Okay. Can you make sure that our prisoner is stabilized? She cut herself pretty good. Make sure she doesn't die on us before we figure out what to do with her. All right.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you have some medical training.
I do. But do I need some medical equipment? Like, is the stim pack gonna work?
It could.
I don't know her current. Let's figure out her current condition.
That'll
So,
be a
medicine check.
that'll be a medicine check.
I do have a med bay / science bay that you can. There might be something lying around there that might help you, but
Okay.
Hey, we got time to bring her back there. Wrong roll.
mechanics. There we go. Still good. Still really good.
What's the
On top of
status?
She is bleeding profusely. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to bleed out. If she doesn't have emergent medical care right now with the proper utilities as well, she probably is not going to last much longer. Like, you would need to actually be doing some surgery and stuff.
The med aid patch.
The med aid patch. I mean, it'll help stabilize. It really definitely helps with your medicine roll, but it's not alternative of surgery. Like, you actually have to get in there and sew things up and do a lot more than just generic first aid. And you need the time to do it.
Just work on her.
Which, currently, there's a knock on the docking bay door.
Yeah, I'll deal with this. You help her out. Okay, so I open the docking bay door.
There's a older, portly, Imperial uniformed gentleman flanked by 4 stormtroopers on either side. Down at the bottom of the ramp, well, he's at the top, but the stormtroopers are down at the bottom. I need everyone aboard to come out right away.
We have a gravely injured captive. If we don't see to her, she might not make it.
Imperial medicine is the best in the galaxy.
Right.
Head out, we'll do a safety and security sweep, make sure there are no threats, and if we determine necessary, we'll get her to the proper medical care. Chop chop, we don't have all day now.
Okay, I look at Jocelyn and say, can you at least just shoot her up with the stim pack to keep her stabilized as best you can? We'll get off.
Alright, well, that's
Do it
not...
with the stim pack.
Yeah, that's not not even a check. You just hit her with the little syringe.
Actually,
Oh, yes. We got, so... Jasa, you're just gonna hit her with it and you're gonna roll out. Listen to what the nice man says.
So, with the stim pack. And need to get her to a medical lab.
Okay, so
Okay.
you shoot her up and you hear like it's like it actually. Shoot, I don't know where I left all that information.
So I'm gonna roll my. I'm gonna try to coax the officer with my military decorum here to say that it's not necessary. You can trust us. You don't need to sweep our ship. It's not necessary. You can trust us.
He looks around. Hmm.
Can I roll that?
Yeah. It's a little counter to his discipline. He's an Imperial officer after all. Let me get the chat put up there. Okay. There we go.
Bam.
So he looks around and he's like, oh, dude, I don't know if that's going to work for us. We still need to get in.
Really? With that roll, he's gonna be
Mhm.
like, what?
It would still be a failure. You'd have no additionals.
Well.
You gotta have surplus successes. You do have a triumph, which is always nice to have.
Well, you know what? And let me please let me speak. So I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, one additional success not gonna be enough. It'll cancel out the one, but then you still won't have anything remaining. Jasa, you
My
want to add
triumph
something?
counts as a success, remember? Triumph.
It's already taken into account in the roll
Oh, I
20.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
What was that?
You had something, Jasa? You were about to say something.
Yeah, I was saying Gideon.
Okay,
Let me
so, well, I failed, but let's say with the triumph, he's just like, I really like this guy. Seems like an upstanding citizen, so I'm just gonna do a half-ass check and, call it good.
It's a nice middle ground, I suppose.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't need a full sweep, but we'll get her straight off to the med bay, and then we'll go ahead and look around.
Okay.
For the meantime, have a walk with my guards here. They will take you to see my commanding officer.
Okay.
So you guys head out with the stormtroopers. Don't give them any problems. You just kind of follow where they take you.
Yep.
All right.
Let's just play it cool as cucumbers for now.
They take you up a set of some stairs, some hallways, a couple turbo lifts, and then you head into not a dark room, but it's like the walls are black and everything like that. Like it's painted to be dimmer, but the lights are still very clear. You don't have any problem seeing anything. There's like a roundish computer terminal with a couple of officers in black. Kind of behind it, and they're looking around. They look you over and they go, where are these guys headed? And the stormtroopers, they just need to be in holding until Miss Marr can speak with them. The the officers in black kind of nod. And we have a holding room right over here. He inserts a key into it, and the little. It's not really a like a damaging laser grid or anything, but it's like you see the sheen of
Force field.
yeah, kind of dissipate as he does it. Just step in here.
Are we prisoners? We're just here to.
We have to
We,
get
we
Miss.
can wait.
Yes, you can wait right in here. We can't just have people milling about. It's a Navy vessel, sir.
Right. We'll comply. We're not doing anything bad.
Not as far as I'm aware.
But you're treating us like we're being detained or something.
I just need to make sure that you don't wander off into any classified areas. It's a military vessel.
Yeah, so we'll just stand right here. Right?
Right there, but 3 feet farther.
So, let's look around. You know, what do I see around me? Is it a cell? Is it a window? Is there
Like, well-
windows? Is it an enclosed wall? Is it a room?
So like the holding cell
Just a-
itself is fairly basic. There's a little bench. Like it doesn't look like it's made for long-term confinement or anything. It's got a little sink and everything. It looks like it's, I mean, what they're saying as a holding room, not necessarily like a prison cell. There's no
Okay.
bed, there's no cot, there's no toilet or anything like that. It just looks like it's a place to have somebody while they're either being processed or kind of like a booking in kind of area, an intake.
Is there a guard watching us?
Well, I mean, there's the 4 troopers that were headed with you.
Locks us in the room, and they're just.
Have a seat, I guess.
Okay. So you have a seat down, and after the field comes back up, the troopers start walking off, and you spend a bit of time there, and then the officers come back over. Miss Mars ready. It's been like 20 minutes or so, not too terribly long. He inserts the key and the field dissipates again. And the troopers come back up the lift. You can't tell if they're the same ones or not. They all look the same.
Okay, so we just go with them.
And they head up through a couple more hallways and a couple more turbo lifts. You head into this large office. In front of you, let me get to the screen you guys are on. So in front of you, there's a Imperial officer in she's got reddish hair. She's in her Imperial officer's uniform, and as you guys come in, she kind of reaches up on top of her head and moves something down. Where did I put her in here? Oh, there we go. And she looks you guys over, and she says, a little tall for Ugnaughts.
I just kind of smile. Okay.
Ugnaughts, Chris, are like little pig-looking creatures. They're like 3 feet tall, look like pigs.
I'm like, well, you're talking about the old crew of the ship.
Yes, the ones that are currently registered to this, otherwise I'm assuming stolen ship?
It's not stolen. There was a title transfer. It's legit.
Must be bogged down in that imperial democracy or bureaucracy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it has to be. I'm not a thief.
Surely not. She kind of... She flips up her, the little thing over her eye and puts it back up above her head. And she walks around a desk. You notice on the walls there's some plaques and some commemorative things. On her desk is like a computer screen and a little terminal. There's like this ornate round orb that that you see on the desk. It's kind of like on a little pedestal. And she kind of looks you guys over and she goes, so what brings you to my destroyer?
We were requesting aid. We were being pursued by unknown assailants. I was responding to a distress call, trying to save these people from that YV-666. I was involved in a similar incident where Trandoshan slavers were trying to capture people and turn them into monstrosities. We apprehended a doctor that was responsible for experimenting on these people. To what ends, I don't know, but now in your custody.
Yes, you must be speaking of the girl that they took to our medical facilities. Sliced up the arm, a little barbaric. These Trandoshans, they make you upset in some way? Things happen in the galaxy after all.
Right. And you're here to establish order and keep the peace.
I'm here now.
Right.
May I ask who you are, lady?
My name is Relin Mar. I run this ship. Everyone aboard it answers to me.
Do I recognize her rank? Is she a captain or...
She didn't give her
Admiral?
a rank, and her uniform does not display one.
So I nudge Gideon, like, what are we doing here?
Okay, well. So we're here now. You've helped us out. We're thankful. We just want to ask that we let us go, be on our way.
Well, I ordered another sweep of your ship. It seemed one of my officers didn't quite hit all the points in the inspection that I would have liked. So while they do that, I figured I'd find out a little bit more about you. You're aboard my ship, and that doesn't happen very often. I don't just get stragglers and stowaways aboard.
Well,
I
do
don't
you not
offer
have a
free
duty?
passage.
Do you not have a duty to help citizens in aid? We're citizens of the Empire, albeit
They are
in
on
French
an
space,
Imperial
but
ship, right?
I thought the Empire was here to establish order and peace.
Sorry.
I mean, at least the Republic stood for those ideals, and I'm assuming the Empire...
Republic. There's a reason the Republic failed. We're here now. Things need less of a soft touch sometimes. That's how all these bounty hunters and criminals got such a strong hold, after all. Now we need more order, more law. And that means that you need to submit to cursory inspections and cursory questioning.
Okay. You have questions? You're detaining us?
I don't see anything in your ship's logs about where you came from and where you're heading toward. You expect me to just accept that a ship is in the middle of nowhere? There's no planets around. There are no systems
Came from
nearby.
the Foundation. I was doing a job for them.
So you're one of those.
I don't work for the Foundation, but I did pick up a bounty that they were offering money for. Just trying to earn some money and get ahead. When any other citizen would be trying to do. Just so happens that my profession,
And what would that be?
bit of a jack of all trades, but more or less a gun for hire. And I'm also looking for work, if you wanted to employ my services as well.
As if I don't have enough people at my command and my beck and call.
No.
Most civilians, I'll have you know, don't stoop to the levels of working for people like the Foundation.
I was in a pinch, I needed money fast, and the offer was too good to refuse. Not saying I'm proud of it, but it was a simple bounty,
I see.
delivering somebody alive, so it wasn't heinous or anything. I don't do lawless or nefarious acts.
Well, I'll have you know that we're bringing the other ships aboard. The Trandoshan YV-666, as well as the Corellian YT-1300. You will stay aboard my ship until they are searched, and your story can be affirmed.
Oh,
Can you tell me about yourself? I've heard some nasty rumors about this ship.
This ship needn't answer questions. We do what we are ordered, and we do it well. I will offer you to be able to stay aboard your own vessel, or you can head back to the holding room.
a pretty important room right now. Guards around?
I run the ship. There are guards around me all the time, even if you don't see them. Not that I need them. What is a doctor doing here anyway? You run with this man who's working for criminals?
I'm here by accident.
Yes. Our situation is an agreement of convenience, I'm being. But I kind of look at Gossa and like, but I could use a medic aboard my ship if your services are for hire.
She looks and kind of chuckles. She's like, well, he's not a very good one, if that girl is any impression of his ability.
I'll make
And
do.
we've been here for quite some time, and we've respected your rules. Let us be.
I'll send you with a team, and they'll take you to your ship if there's any things you need to grab to make your stay more comfortable while we sweep the other ships.
Sure. We'll do our best to be patient in these matters. I understand. Have your procedures.
Okay?
Adhere to.
She goes, just be sure to stay out of trouble. As I said, this is a militaristic vessel. If the peace is not kept, we'll take care of things quickly and professionally.
We just ask that you treat us with fairness. Because we're here to respect your authority.
And we'll see if you're deserving of it. So she kind of waves, and the 4 troopers come back in, and they gesture towards the door. She she kind of turns and heads to the viewport behind her desk, and she stares out as you can see them tractor beaming in the YV and the YT, and they looks like they're headed towards the same docking bay that you guys landed in, as it's on the same side of the ship and everything. The troopers kind of turn and head back towards the turbo lift that's outside of our office, so that you guys can.
So
follow
they're
them.
not paying attention to us currently. Their backs.
Everybody's currently turned away.
I grab that ornament.
You
Maybe.
could try to make a stealth roll for it. You're gonna try to steal
Can I
Okay,
just
steal
can I
something off her
distract
desk.
everyone?
I'm gonna
Can I
try.
distract everyone right now?
No, they're already turned away from us. I'll try.
Hang on a second.
This
I
is gonna
feel
be
like-
funny.
It's gonna be funny when something bad happens. Yeah. Let's see. Make an average 2 difficulty, and then
I'll spend a light
a
side.
setback for being a little bit in distress right now.
I'm a little bit in distress. I'm not in distress. I've
You've
been
got
tighter.
a lot of people around you, and you're trying to do something
Oh, okay.
sneaky.
I gotcha.
Like it's tense. How's that?
Right. I can do that. Wow.
Oh,
All right. Well, you managed to swipe the little
yeah.
orb that was on the little pedestal on her desk. The only thing adorning her desk. So, I'm pretty sure whenever she turns around,
Oh,
it's
it's
got
the
a
only
chance of being noticed. I mean, there's her computer and stuff. So depends on if she actually looks at it or not. But you swipe it and but that's what I'm spending the 2 thread on is. I didn't describe anything else on her desk but the computer. We're gonna leave it that way.
Okay.
So you guys head out and follow the officers after that?
Yep.
Alright. So you follow the troopers back down to the ship. By the time you get through all the hallways and everything and the turbo lifts and the stairs that you guys went through the first time, you see that the Trandoshan ship and the YT are settling down next to your own vessel. And they kind of, but there's that big, like, Chris, you might not know what I'm mentioning, but there's like that big pit, kind of like octagonal, it's like an oblong octagonal thing, like it's, I don't know, it's like a elongated hex, right? But it's like a turbo, it's like a lift itself. And that's kind of between you guys, and the lift is actually recessed towards the bottom, so they've got to walk around as these ships are coming in, so they don't make sure they don't, nobody gets squashed. So they go around the long way in towards
We
the
have
ship.
time to get on board our ship, power it up, and get out of here while the gates open, so they're towing other ships in.
I mean, you gotta go the long way, so I mean, if you sprinted for it, you might be able to get aboard the ship pretty quick. But there's also the squad of stormtroopers that's with you.
We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here fast.
Do you want to run for it, or do you want to just casually saunter on?
Yeah, we're gonna miss our We'll probably miss our opportunity if we casually saunter. Guessing they'll shut that field, that force field, and we'll be stuck in here.
The force field is more of like it keeps debris and stuff out.
And the atmosphere and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean it's well, I mean it's basically what it is, right? It's just something that separates you from space. So that way, like, you guys aren't wearing any masks or any protection right now, right? So there's
So it's not gonna just, if I jump in my ship, power it up, is there a way for them to lock it down? And
there's ways for them to lock it down, sure, if they haven't already. Because they've been aboard your ship, you don't know what they've done. They might
Okay,
attach
just
one of
casual.
those leashes to it, for all you know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the
Force
ship.
Awakens.
Just see if they've put a boot on my ship while I'm walking towards it.
Big yellow boot. All right. Um, as you walk down towards the ship, the YV-666 settles down and the YT settles into place, and you see a smaller contingent of stormtroopers with their scanning equipment and stuff head aboard both ships. As they go aboard the YT, suddenly you hear blaster fire and some banging and some screaming. A little Wilhelm scream.
What?
And we will cut it there, because it is midnight, folks. We got a little bit of a late start today.
Oh.
I know. I was actually planning on getting slightly farther than this.
Let's go into overtime.
Well, it's midnight. People gotta get up like myself. My son's doctor appointment got moved this morning or to tomorrow morning.
That's
I
you know
know.
you and your responsibility and
Drive up
reasonableness.
into Seattle, man. This traffic is just nuts. So we
Yeah.
will pick up in 2 more weeks on the 11th, and we will be back with some more Survival of the Free. So come back, check it out. We'll be here, and we'll see what's going on. Take it easy, everybody. All right, we're clear.